So today's video is the second page of our Christmas exam. Alright, so we've done the first page in the last video. This is our second page. Alright, so what we have here is again making sure you read everything. Alright, and excuse me, we have the first part, part A. As you can see, they've all been linked together. Okay, this is all to do with triangles now. Okay, so use the list given below, label each triangle in the space provided. So they've given us the four names and the four triangles, and you just need to figure out which one is which. Okay, so the first one is an equilateral. Okay, so that's all sides are equal, all angles are the same. Okay, so second one, just by looking at the image, the two here, two angles, two sides are the same. All right, so that is an isosceles triangle. Okay, following on from that, we have what looks like a perfect 90 degrees, so a right angle triangle. Right angled. And the last one, just even in process of elimination, all are different. All right, so therefore it is a scalene triangle. Now moving on to the second one, the image across shows a design for a kite ABCD based on triangles. The lines BE, okay, so BE, which is BE, and DE bisect the angles ABC and CDA. So it's telling you what's going on here. So this line here, D to E, bisects this angle here, ADC, and the line BE bisects the line, or the angle I should say, A, B, and C. So they're already telling you what to do. We need to bisect the angles. Alright, so you need to read these questions, alright, key information in them. Alright, so bisecting an angle, so put your compass on D, set your compass any distance, swing an arc. What I'll always do is make that a little bit bigger, compass then. We know where our arc hits the line DC, we put the steel of our compass there, we swing an arc. Where the arc, the original one, hits the line AD, we put our compass there, and we swing an arc. We get an X, alright? So you're going to join D through the X. Now we don't know where it finishes just yet, but we have been told that the line BE is also the bisector of ABC. So I'm going to swing another arc, make it a little bit bigger, compass a little bit bigger, move the steel to where that arc bisects or hits the line AB, swing, same again where that arc hits the line CD, swing, get your X, join B to the X and extend it on where they cross over there. That is that is your point E. That is your kite broken up, okay? Shown below is an incomplete drawing of the kite. Complete the drawing of the kite and find point E. We've just done that. Show all construction lines clearly. Do not rub them out. Then it says color or shade. As I said in the last one, I would always go towards the color route and I would copy what they have done. It's the easiest thing to do, alright? Which would be just copying them. Because if we go down the shading route, if they're not happy with the shading or if it's not done correctly, no, I'm just throwing the color just to show you what I'm on about. Just copy those two. If you go and do that and it looks messy in the shading route, you might lose a few marks, you might not get them all. Whereas picking the color, copying it in, pop it in, don't do it too heavy that it will cover up your construction. That's the only thing I'll tell you to be careful of, okay? Now, so that's part B. Last but not least, part C. The image shows a jewelry shop logo, here we have, based on an equilateral triangle. So that's key information there. Complete the drawing of the jewelry shop logo below. So this is a ring based on an equilateral triangle. Alright, so equilateral triangle, back over to here. All angles, all sides are the same length. Locate the center of the circle, complete the logo shown. So locate the center of the circle, all right? So first of all, looking at our image, all right? Figuring it out. Now, there's obviously, we can find the center of the circle if we want by creating two chords, bisect them, where they both cross over, that'll give us a center point. Now, just by looking at this image on its own though, if we look at what they've done, they've told us that this triangle here is an equilateral triangle. And if we also spot where it lands here is the center of our circle. So the center point for our circle. So we actually don't need to do the bisection of the chords. This is a nice and handy one. So what you're going to do, two ways. It's up to yourself which way you want to do. So it's equilateral triangle. So all angles are the same. All right. So that would be 180 degrees in the triangle divided by 3, because there's 3 sides, or 3 angles I should say, and that is 60 degrees. So we can go with 60 degrees, or we can get our compass from A to B, swing an arc, swing an arc. Either or is perfectly acceptable. I will go with a nice and quick route of doing our 60 degrees. I'll make it a little bit darker, sorry. I can heavy them in. Alright, so 60 degrees and 60 degrees, that gives us our triangle. Where it lands there is the center point for our circle. Alright, so they've given us the inside circle. We're going to make the external, or the outside one, and it shows it here, it hits the base of that line, so it makes a tangent. So AB is acting as a tangent to it. Alright. Sorry, just looking there. Now I'm just going to rub out that other line in a second just to make it light. There's that part. Now, should have kept this a little bit lighter, so I'll just pop over with a rubber just to soften it up a bit. Alright, but I'm not going to rub it out very heavy, as I'm going to leave that construction line just to show it as a construction line, okay? So that's our base piece of the ring done. Last but not least, the portion on top, okay? And it shows it as well, the radius. So it tells us from here stretching out to B will be our arc. Alright, so compass there. Stretch out to A or B, same thing. And that there is the ring complete, okay? Now, alright,